Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Marie and I am a jewelry designer with Off the Grid Treasures and Gifts located in the beautiful Sangre de Cristo and Wet Mountain ranges of Colorado. We are literally off the grid at almost 8,000 feet. Today our tutorial will be telling you about the different types of tools that I use in my jewelry making, and these are the most common tools. First you have your flat nose pliers or needle nose pliers. These pliers are flush when they close. There's no gap in between the two openings, the two mouthpieces there, and they have a tip that you can grab onto items very easily and grab them and hold onto them and manipulate them. This is a very handy tool. It is also used for to make 90-degree angles or any other angle that you need to make on a wire. But it will have a bent angle. It will not be rounded, so to speak. But you can use these and push up against them or down and make yourself whatever angle you need to for your project. There's a lot of different uses for these, as well as opening and closing jump rings and other pieces of beading equipment that you might have. These are a round nose plier or chain nose. They are different from a rosary plier, but they can be used to make rosaries. The rosary pliers are a little bit thinner right here in the shaft, but these do not go flush when you close it like the flat nose pliers do. You can see a little bit of a gap in there, but the ideal plier is going to have two identical round on the tips and go straight down at the same measurement of each. These pliers are known for making wire wrapped loops as well as simple loops, which we have another tutorial for as well. But this simple loop is very easily made by taking the end of the wire and wrapping it around until you get to the very end. Then you can adjust as needed and flatten it out, and now you have your own little loop. And that is what the round nose pliers are going to do for you. They are ideal for any type of wire wrapping that you do, as well as holding on as a second set of pliers so that you don't break your nails or hurt your fingers. Depending on how thick your jump rings are, you can use them sideways to open the jump rings, which we do have another tutorial for, but basically it just holds on to it for you so you can open them and close them. I don't recommend using the round nose pliers as much until you become familiar with them because they are a little bit harder to grasp on top of the wire. These are flush cutters. These are going to be your cutters for regular beading, bead stringing wire. You can use them with thread, but they tend to fray at the ends, I have found, on the thread ends. But I use them mostly for cutting wire, and I do not recommend cutting anything more than an 18 gauge wire with these, just because they're not made for that. These are a thinner type of wire. You have also got flush cutters that are going to be thicker, and then you have memory wire cutters. Keep in mind when you're cutting memory wire, do not use your regular cutters. You always want to use memory wire cutters or a hardware grade kind that you will find we've got on another video as well. But these, basically, you hold on to both ends and just cut, and it cuts very well. You always want to cover your cuts so that you don't pop off a piece and have it hit somebody in the eye. And if you cut them flush this way, the top wire that is here is going to be straight and flat. This will make a nice flat surface for the tip, but if you cut it upside down, it's going to have this beveled edge when you cut. And those are the three basic tools that I use when I'm making my jewelry. Hope you learned something from this video. Keep an eye out from other videos on YouTube, as well as our website, www.otgtg for Off the Grid Treasures and Gifts.com, and we will be seeing you soon. Happy beading!